Ideas. Langsouth. A lens that makes an object appear more distant. Spud scope. A subterranean periscope used in potato cultivation. Double gaff. A two-sided fork. Hippanoxolia. Snowshoes for horses. Can also be used as rockets. Cluck-clucks. Booties for chickens. Numium. A lamp derived from fluorescent tubers. Dwarf? Some sort of dwarf inventor. Ooh, one can bluff.
Meave squinted, the better to see the scene. Several dozen dwarves had gathered on the cliff overlooking the chasm. All were turned towards a ramp, at the peak of which stood a barrel.
What is that gathering about?
Asked the queen.
Have we a feast day?
Nay,
Answered Gabor grimly.
'tis an execution.
A hairy head peeked out of the barrel. The long, pointy nose and ears left no doubt that it belonged to a gnome. The first Meave had ever seen in her life.
Help! Save me!
The gnome yelled.
They aim to kill me! Cast me in the chasm!
Shut your maw!
Barked the dwarf standing next to him, who then shoved the gnome inside the barrel and covered it with a lid.
Your crimes! The sheer weight of him, eh? No lighter punishment is fitting.
The other gathered dwarves nodded approvingly. Two gripped the barrel, lay it on its side, then lifted it to cast in the chasm, paying the thumping from inside it no heed. Meave leapt from her horse, and ignoring Gabor's objections, scrambled up the ramp.
Poor Gabor.
Oi! You're not allowed! Hey, damn it! What do you think you're doing?
I think it's obvious. Preventing the execution.
Ah! Ah! Thanks be to the gods!
I mean, I just want to find out what's going on. I don't...
Whoa, wench, you've no such right. Judgment's been handed down. Sentencing's done.
Yes, and a cruel sentence it is. One that prompts me to wonder what the accused did to deserve it.
Better to ask what he didn't do, the varmint. Arrived here with his peddler's wagon full of tricks and gadgets. Went from house to house, praised his rubbish to the high heavens, and what's it he sold us? Bombs that go off in your hand. Beard growth formula that makes your hair catch fire. Music boxes for the kiddies. Once cranked, they never plough in stop.
You needed but to loosen the screw in the back and...
Shut your maw, ye roaster. Doesn't it matter all that? 'Cause we'd have forgiven it if he hadn't broken our sacred rules and hallowed customs.
Which ones, if you don't mind me asking?
Enter the smithy, cap on his head, held nails between his teeth, and poured fruit syrup in his beer. Raspberry. Blech.
just the once, and but a few drops.
You got nothing to explain your villainy, scoundrel. Not a thing. And that's not even the worst. Saved his highest crime for the end. He was in a mine. And he whistled.
Oh, aye, that's bad. Shouldn't have done that.
Aye, he did. Whistled. Through his teeth. And hummed in harmony, a long warble. We all heard it up and down the shaft, and our grandelders were clear. Death's the punishment. Death by barrel roll.
Wait 1 minute. What exactly does the Four Dwarfs Codex say? Which stricture did he violate?
What did... How's it a wench and a human one to boot know about the code?
This human wench has a head and a capacious one. Well, have you an answer?
The code says thus. 'Tis a crime most grievous to whistle in a mine. Any dwarf committing the cock-up shall be placed in a barrel at once. Said barrel then to be rolled down a mountain.
He's not a dwarf.
Any dwarf. The situation's clear. If my senses do not deceive, the accused is a gnome.
Aye. But the code's not to be taken literal, like. It's to be interpreted. What the ancient elders had in their heads, why, that's got to be divined.
Nothing to be divined here. You got to be a dwarf to be a dwarf, not no bloody gnome.
So, am I, meaning I'm free to go?
Perchance we ought to let the elder-in-chief rule on the matter.
Oh, aye. Oh, for we all ken how old Hoog loves being bothered with such things.
Ah, fine. Now get the hell out of that barrel and out of my sight, you hairy hamshanker.
Hamshanker.
My lady,
Whoa.
I haven't a way to thank you.
That's not what I expected gnomes to look like.
That we've yet to discuss. Perhaps first we should learn each other's names?
Aye, yes, of course. Oh, what a prat of me. Barnabas Beckenbauer. To friends, BB.
Meve, Queen of Lyria and Rivia.
Queen. Cows in the corn, colour me honoured. Your Majesty, obeisance due.
None necessary. Protocols for use at court, not beyond it. An inventor, you deem yourself. Am I right?
Most assuredly. Though, truth be told, the dwarves saw no ingenuity in my craft. Seems I'm ahead of my time.
Fiery bursts in the palm of your hand. They shall be in fashion one day, to your mind.
Oh, nay, just a bit of misfortune, that's all that was. You see, I mistook mercury fulminate for saltpeter. The vials stood beside each other, see, and...
The details I need not know. But one matter I am curious about. Could you construct a bomb that would explode when desired? For instance, beneath my foe's feet as they stepped over it.
Of course I can. It's simple.
Why then? You wish to show your gratitude? You must join my ranks. Assist me to defeat Nilfgaard.
Defeat Nilfgaard? Pure ambition, that is. But I'd have been a barrel of broken bones at the bottom of a ravine, if not for you. I'll do what you ask to pay off my debt.
And thus, for the first time in Lyrian annals, a gnome enlisted with the army. And though Barnabas Beckenbauer was diminutive of body, this new recruit would prove his worth on more than one occasion.
The Sizzlixer into the fire. With Barnabas Beckenbauer into your army.
You change your mind, lass, let me know, eh? Got the barrel ready and waiting. Well, a damn shame. What with such good visibility today, too? You change your mind, lass, let me know, eh?
Let's see what you got for me, Beckenbauer. Barnabas. Create a trinket. Is that a charge? Is that on order? Is that on play? Could have talked to him, I guess.
Your Majesty, allow me once again to express my undying gratitude.
You're most welcome, Barnabas, but please, we haven't need for any formalities when speaking alone.
Well, of course. How might I help you then?
I like to know. No, I must know who I travel with. Please do tell me about yourself.
About me? I've most civil relations with dwarves, as you saw. But is there anything in particular you'd like to know?
Why not start at the beginning? Tell me where you hail from, perhaps.
Oh, right. Well, I was born in the distant south, in Tir Tokhair. My mother was a washerwife, my father, an armourer. Soon as I'd passed 40 winters and could strike out on my own, I left the family, my native parts. So I've been on the road now about, 20-odd years?
Indeed. A rather long while. Did the South simply not suit you?
Well, I wouldn't say that exactly. It's just staying would have meant stepping into my father's shoes. Then forging blade after blade, plate after plate. Oh, just thinking on it sets my head a-spinning. Not for me, that, no. No, nature. The world so rich in mysteries, in wonders left to discover, and ways to make it a better place.
By building bombs that explode in the hand, for instance.
Ah, as those bearded fellas say, Mahakam wasn't built in a day. Besides, nobody was seriously hurt by those malfunctions. Not many, at any rate.
At the moment, have you any invention you've worked on? One that's near complete?
Oh, so kind. Oh, wonderful, you should ask. See, I've ever had an avian fascination. For birds, you see. Their wings, bones. The structure's perfect. The aerodynamicism, the plumage. In short, I believe I can fly.
I beg your pardon?
Yes. Yes, I'm learning to fly. 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 You've not misheard. I, Barnabas Beckenbauer, will be the first gnome... Oh, what am I saying? The first mammal to free himself of the soil's bondage and soar to the clouds.
False. Bats are mammals.
But aren't bats also?
Ha! A detail. This is no time to be petty. No, but frankly, my preparations are far advanced, and I'm rather optimistic about my design and prospects. I've calculated every trajectory, every force. It all works out. Just need to do a few more field tests.
Did you have volunteers try it, or did you test the design yourself?
Naturally, I must stay on the ground. Who take all the measurements elsewise. Luckily, there's no lack of thrill-seekers in Mahakam. Most eager to etch themselves into the annals. My first prototype, the Skylicker, I dubbed it. Oh, Your Majesty, if you'd only seen the beauty. Flew over 120 Ls.
Truly? Colour me impressed indeed. Must have made quite the name for himself, your brave volunteer. I'm certain he's caught the eye of every she-dwarf in Mahakam since.
Oh no, he's dead. The landing, it was rough. And then a bear sauntered by, didn't help any. Anyhow, as he died, the dwarf swore he regretted nothing. Brave lad. A bit daft, though.
I see. But the next time you request I try one of your inventions, I'd ask you to remind me of this touching tale. Time I attended to other matters.
Ah, yes, you're still here. Off you go, then.
Well, I wonder if you will... There'll be a different Barnabas unit later in the game. How am I doing? I don't think I'll finish this today. Ooh, I didn't check.
Every year more monsters crawl out for spring cleaning.
Excuse me. There we go.
Remember, if you pass a snail en route to the mine, share a wee bite with him. Never, ever whistle in the mines. Now hold on. Pour ye some hooch first. Makes for merrier marching when things get frosty. Every year more monsters crawl out for spring cleaning. Never, ever whistle in the mines.
I think that was some morale I just got. Oh boy.
The blizzard's blowing in. Your Grace, perhaps we'd best pitch camp and wait for clear weather.
Ain't a bad idea. Said we might be waiting a week.
Then we march on. We've no time to waste. While we ride to and fro begging aid, Nilfgaard grows in power. We must obtain reinforcements as quickly as possible and liberate our home.
I don't need that. My morale is full. My morale is overflowing. The dwarves of Mahakam often keep their eyes trained skyward for 2 reasons. First, to watch for avalanches. Second, to ensure no hungry forktails or slizzards are swooping down for a quick bite. Standard battle. This is fine. Every turn or turn start increase counter by 1. Damage. Spawn a harpy. Permanent resilience on round start. Spawn a harpy egg on each side of this unit. After 4 turns, turn start. Consume the lowest unit on the battlefield.
This harvest will be reaping black-clad heads.
Ah. Boss. Okay. No, the harpies. We're making so many of them. Get this bomber going.
This could hurt.
Damage. Time here. Use my decoy to get the bomber back so I can get this row on fire as well. It will have a game of fire and ice. They killed Knickers. No.
Watch your heads!
Currently, the row is full. I'm gonna do it anyway because it boosts my scytheman. Okay, I'm gonna play 2 more guys. Probably. No, I'm not. I'm gonna pass. Oh, good thing, because he'd already passed. Excellent. Excellent. Let's get rid of my alchemist. Of course, he comes in. There, sorry. Okay.
catch!
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Play 2 more cards after this. It'll be these two. Wait, yeah, that's fine. Just look at 5 cards from your deck and play 2, then discard something. The others. Oh, I lost it by 1. Perfect. Alright, my traps have been upgraded. Forgot about that.
Hey?
Okay. That'll be more than enough. Ow. Ow.
And just when you thought things were about to get dull.
Okay.
Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
I'll wait till later to use this ability. There you go. It's a little more promising.
Have it the white of an eye from half a league away.
I feel like this combination's a little overpowered. Oh, what was that? Ow. Boost allies at random by a total amount of damage taken during this battle. Oh, does she have zeal? She doesn't. Oh well. Looks like you're gonna die,
When will
man.
you ever learn?
Getting to work. Her Majesty is exceptional.
Reynard. Do you have eyes for Meave? Give me the meat. This meat is made of wood. Your Majesty, a she-dwarf hides in this mine. According to Gabmore, her name is Stenka Moran, a renegade and thief sought by every clan. We could dispatch a few guards, but if we let her go, she's promised to show us where to find buried treasure of extraordinary value. What shall we do? I agree to her terms. Freedom in exchange for riches. Well, that's okay with me, because I've got a shrine to exploit. Where's my shrine? There it is.